YouTube star and comedian Tripp Crosby.
Good morning. How is everyone today? All right. Welcome to the GWS. My name is Tripp. I'm going to be your host. I am a comedian from Atlanta, Georgia. Any other Atlantans here? No? One. Yay. Yay, traffic, right? So some of you might recognize me from a YouTube video that I made about conference calls a few years ago. Yes, Mom is here. Here's a clip to refresh your memory, if you didn't see it.
Trying to go over the purpose of today's meeting, which is to discuss the
Tyler?
Has joined the meeting.
Sorry guys, I got cut off. Is Paul here? Send him an invite.
Put in your access code.
No, that's your PIN number.
It should be a 9-digit number.
Try pressing the pound key. Paul.
Has joined the meeting.
So that video has made me very famous. I don't know how to say it any other way. I'm kind of a big deal now, so much so that oftentimes I'll even get invited to host symposiums at 8:30 in the morning. So I pretty much skip the red carpet and the late night appearances, and I came here to be with you today. So thank you for having me. It is great to be here. Before we get started for real, though, I want to just make sure everyone who is supposed to be here is, and to do that, I'm just going to call a quick roll. So if your name is called, just say present, okay? Let's see, Mark Krebs. Okay. Susan Ross. Susan? Present? I think I heard you. This will just take a second. John? No Johns. That has never happened. Wow, really? No Johns here. Okay. How about people who work in real estate? Just present is fine. A simple instruction. Present. People who traveled north to be here. Let's see. People who live south of here. Oh, that's the same. I think that's, excuse me. How about people who are not from the U.S.? Everyone. Any locals, like from Chicago even? Okay. Wow, I saw a lot of empty seats, but that adds up to way more people than I think are actually here. How about North Koreans? Just making sure. How about people over the age of 55? I know. I saw you when you walked in. I saw your phones on your belt. I knew you were here. People who always wash their hands in public restrooms, even when no one is there to witness. Good. How about this? How about people excited to be here this morning? Yeah, I didn't even finish. That's great news. Like I said, I'm very excited to be here. No offense, but only like a month ago, I had no idea what Worldwide ERC was at all. I didn't know what any of you did, but fortunately, I was able to prepare for the event, and after lots of phone conversations and reading up, I can honestly say I still have no idea what you guys do. But I was able to pick up on some of your core values like authenticity and straightforwardness, I think was on there. And I just have to say, it's been a pleasure so far interacting with the few of you that I've gotten to meet. I've seen nothing less. In fact, why don't you go ahead this morning and turn to your neighbor and say this. Repeat after me. Don't you hate it when the guy on stage makes you turn to your neighbor and say stuff? Oh, man. So I was told one thing that I won't forget about this group of people, and I'm already seeing it. I was told that you guys like to have fun. Yeah. So lying is another core value that I missed. I was told you guys like to have fun, and you would be up for playing a game this morning. Okay. I'm going to have to just kind of go back to the drawing board here for a second. Would anyone here like to have fun and play a game this morning? Yeah, okay, great. To do so, I'm going to need 2 volunteers. And by volunteer, I mean the person next to you can volunteer you for you. That's fine. I need the manliest man in the room. The manliest man. Where? So, oh, he's right there. Come on up, sir. You've been volunteered. And I need the girliest girl in the room. Like someone who started getting ready at like 5 a.m. yesterday for this meeting. Girliest girl. Susan Snyder, I was told, is the girliest girl. Susan, come on up. Give them a big hand as they made their way up. Took some courage. You stand here. Susan, you stand right over here. What's your name? Al. Al. Are you married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
42 years.
42 years. That is amazing. And what's your name?
Susan.
Susan. Susan, what's your name?
Susan.
Okay, and how are you married? No. No. And do you like not being married?
Yes.
Yes. I've been married for 3 years, and actually we're about to... It gets better? Even better? Wow, that's amazing. We're about to have our second child in just a couple of weeks. So, no, why are you... it was very easy for me. All I had to do was the thing that I pretty much always want to do. It's my wife that has the hard part. What we're going to do this morning is we're going to have a little bit of a battle of the sexes game here, okay? Because I think it's important that everyone, whether they're married or not, understand something. Like, why don't you just tell me, what is the most important thing to understand about a woman? There's an obvious answer.
It's not that obvious. What?
42 years, and you don't know the answer? The correct answer is that she is your equal.
Oh, that one. I knew that.
Right, right. And what's the important thing to understand?
That's not the answer.
What?
No, that's not.
That's not the answer? What is it?
She's always right.
Oh. Well, see, I was going to ask you, what's the most important thing to understand about men?
They should listen to their wives.
The most important thing to understand about men is that you are their superior.
Yes.
Yes, that's... No one agrees. Well, listen, that's why we're going to play this game, because today I'm going to prove which gender is actually superior through a very unfair contest called Battle of the Sexes. For the next few minutes, I want all the men in the room. Where are the men? Yeah, you're on Team Al. Hey! Yes. And all the women, where are you? Yeah. Oh, this is not going to be pretty. You're on Team Susan, right? Yes. Okay, just making sure, because we only went over it like 4 times. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each of you one question, and you just have to give the right answer, and we'll keep score. You get 1 point for each one you get right. And the person with the highest score not only wins, but proves which gender is superior, okay? Let me grab my questions. And I should also make a note that each one is... well, I had to make some sponsorships happen to be here to kind of take care of some of my expenses. So I'm going to have to make mention of those, if you don't mind, during this little game here. Pay no attention. Why don't we start with the ladies? This question, number 1, is brought to you by my favorite fragrance, Bowling Ball Hole for Men. Bowling Ball Hole for Men. Smell like the finger of a champion. Okay, here's your first question. If I have a touchdown with no extra point, a grand slam, and a hat trick, how many points do I have?
3. All together?
3. I think I said more than 3 things. That would mean one of them is worth either 0 or negative.
Start again.
Okay, here we go. Touchdown with no extra point, a grand slam, and a hat trick.
13.
That's correct. 13. 1 for the women. Wow, you really had me doubting there for a second. And okay. All right. First question for the men.
Say that she had 2 chances.
You can say that, Al. Here's your first question.
Chances.
Brought to you by Cheeto gloves. Cheeto gloves, finally making the process of eating Cheetos worth it. Al, here's your first question. What is the difference between a manicure and a French manicure?
Isn't it the white stuff?
Oh, wow. Wow, I think this is going to be a close one. All right, 1-1. Wow. Look, this is, okay, guys. I'm going to have to make this a little harder. Question number 2 for the women. Brought to you by the Callaway Bigger Bertha. The Callaway Bigger Bertha. If you miss, you suck. All right. I want you to name 2 NASCAR drivers, Susan, and you can't say Dale Earnhardt or Jeff Gordon. And you only get 1 chance. But you could poll the audience. You get 1 of those each.
Who? That one chick.
The one chick, okay.
Yeah, Danica, and then the other guy.
The one chick and the other guy.
John something.
You know what? I'm going to give you 0.29 points for that. Okay? So yeah, you got something out of that. So the score is now 1.29 to 1. All right, second question for the men, brought to you by the IKEA Fjorn Spedit sedan. The IKEA Fjorn Spedit sedan. Sure, you have to assemble it yourself, but at least it'll last 3.5 months. All right, here's your next question. Make me proud, Al. I need you to name 2 types of heels, but you can't say tar and you can't say high.
Stiletto?
Okay, you got that one fast.
Boot heel.
Ladies, is there such thing as a boot heel? Boot heel? No, in Missouri there is. You know what? I'm going to give you half a point. Okay, it's 1.5 to 1.29. All right. This last question is all coming down to this. Our next sponsor is the Nike grass-fed leather sneaker. The Nike grass-feds, because we care about the life of cows, just not so much to not kill them and make shoes out of them. All right. Here's your last question. This is a multiple choice, so it should be pretty easy. What is a midget trowel, Susan? Is it a hand tool used to smooth out concrete, a mechanical clip used to attach a carburetor, or a piece of fabric used to dry off a small person?
A.
A is the correct answer. The women now have 2.29 points. All right, it is literally all coming down to this, Al.
Right.
Right. What's the hardest thing about being married, would you say? Give me some advice.
The hardest thing about being married is making sure that you don't go to bed at nighttime mad.
Oh. And that's hard for you?
Sometimes.
Okay. Because I find it's probably, like, I didn't know when I got married that 4 out of our 5 available bathroom drawers were all going to be for lotions and conditioners. But that sounds like even harder. Here's your last question. Brought to you by Speedar, the approaching middle-aged man in a Speedo alarm system. Speedar, because no one should have to see that. All right, this is a multiple choice as well. Al, what is a banana clip? Is it A, metal hook device used to hang fruit while it ripens? Is it B, a curved comb-like device used to pull back long hair? Or C, a temporary alternative to a vasectomy? Al, what is a banana clip?
I'm going to say B.
That is correct. Guys, it was a close match, but let's give it up for both contestants. The men today with 2.5 points. You have something to say?
No.
Okay,
I
no.
wanted to hear you say that the men won.
The men won, but you need to just act like that never happened. Guys, give it up one more time for our contestants. You can make your way off the stage. Are you guys having a good time? Awesome. Well, I thought before I brought out our speakers that I would do something I've never actually done. Just this week, we finished the first cut of a new video, a sequel to our conference call video, and it's never been seen. We've never shown anyone, and I thought maybe I should just show it here. It's about air travel. Anyone fly to get here? Okay. Are you interested in seeing it? Oh, okay. Well, so here it is. This is air travel in real life. Take a look. Why can't we just get in? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's right there.
Sorry, sir. You can't keep your bag there. You have to put it in the compartment.
It won't fit.
Try putting it in sideways.
I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be a small problem with the sunglasses compartment in the center console. We should have that problem fixed momentarily, and we'll be on our way. Thanks for your patience.
Can you put that in airplane mode for me?
It is.
That looks like Facebook.
It's a game.
We're currently fourth in line and should be on our way in about 20 minutes.
So you traveling for work or leisure?
For work.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
What are your dreams and aspirations?
Just a little heads up, we have reached our cruising speed of 35 miles per hour, an altitude of about 0 feet. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make your drive more comfortable.
Yeah, you can shut the hell up.
Be sure to sign up for our rider loyalty program so you can collect thousands and thousands of meaningless points.
The screen's not working. Ma'am, can I give you this trash?
Oh, I'll be back shortly for trash.
But
It's not trash time! Sir, would you like to buy some headphones?
Ma'am, can I get a blanket?
Sure. Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're arriving right on time, so I'm going to circle around about 4 or 5 times just for the hell of it.
guys, thank you. You laughed at all the right parts. That's great. I can't wait to tell the rest of the guys. I do need to make mention of some actual sponsors. The events of this week here in Chicago would not be possible without them. Their commitment to our industry and community ensures that year after year, we are able to provide the best content to you. So make sure you thank those wearing sponsor ribbons for making this event possible. One more time for our sponsors. Let's give it up for them. Yeah. our real ones. I would also like to recognize the GWS Planning Task Force members who made our conference program possible. You'll be able to see and learn more about what they've done for the program in videos describing their sessions that are running in the registration area. Now let's give our sponsors and task force members all a round of applause for their contributions to the organization and the symposium. Yes. I cannot wait to go back and tell my team that our video killed in a symposium. That's going to be great news. Anyway, it's now my pleasure to turn the stage over to Peggy Smith. Wow, that was fascinating, huh? Man, so I was just sitting back there listening to Chris, and then I was thinking about how many of you said this morning that you're over 55, and I thought maybe I would take just a second and give you a few more computer tips, those of you that are over 55. No, this is going to be really helpful. One thing you should know is that you don't actually have to type in http://www. every time you visit a website. No, really. The other thing that you should know is that you don't have to put your phone up to your ear when it's on speaker. You really don't. And you also are allowed to have another email address other than the one provided by your internet service provider. So nothing says the greatest generation like a bellsouth.net email address. So just wanted to give you those few tips and leave you with something really helpful. Are you guys having a great time today? Was this helpful? Good. Well, we look forward to seeing you back in this room for our lunch program today that starts at noon. And most importantly, just want to say have a great rest of the day. Thank you for being here.